Updating a record with Entity Framework is very easy. So what you need to do is you need to search for the record that you want to update. So you need to use the context class. So here, what you might be thinking, what is context? So context is our variable over here. So you can see we are declaring a variable new context, and this is basically a class. So if we have a look at the school context class, this basically is deriving from or inheriting from the DB context, and this provides all your connections and so on to the backend SQL Server database. So here, that's our connection to the database. You can see I'm using a local database on a local server, and what you need to do is here we've got the first or default option. So we are searching the students table for the first record where the name is John, and what we want to do is once we found John, we just want to print out his details and current city, and then we are going to update John's city to Dallas City. So here we are checking if the record has been found. If it's not equal to null, then yes, record has been found. So we will then make a change to John's city because John is now stored in the student variable. So that's where the results get stored. And we are going to then update the database by using our connection class, which is the context class variable that we defined earlier. So this one is over here. So you can see context, that's just referring to this class. So that's where our connection is. So once that connection has been established, we would use the save changes async method. And this is where the magic of Entity Framework comes in. It will do whatever it needs to do to track the changes of your data and then save them back down into the database. So let's run this. Before we run this, let's have a look at the database. So you can see John is actually, his city is London, and we want to update that over here to Dallas City. So we will run this code over here, and you can see in the terminal output, we have found John over here. So you can see found John and his city in London. And then we are going to update his city to Dallas City. So if we have a look at John, you can see his city has been updated to Dallas City, whereas previously it was London.